Good morning, children. Today we are going to start lesson 4, that is the second phase of the Indian national movement. Okay, listen, children. Introduction of the lesson. And previous lesson I thought early nationalist means they are very favored to the British, and here complete it is different. Here they are the assertive nationalist, they are against the British. Now listen the introduction of the lesson. Listen the explanation of the lesson here. Here early nationalists could not achieve much success in bringing about political reforms in the country, children. So dissatisfied with their petitions and plans, they emerged a vibrant group of young men within the Congress who did not believe in the methods of the early nationalists. Okay, so this group advocated active resistance and fundamental changes in their methodology to achieve complete Swaraj. Okay, here they advocated boycott to British goods and services and worked to arouse political consciousness of the masses. So children, here the assertive nationalists, they are against to the Britishers, and here they said the people to boycott the British goods and also the services. Okay, they felt that the time for strong political action had come, and they called for the strikes and mass demonstration. Okay, this was the phase of the assertive nationalist, children. They were led by dynamic nationalists like Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and the Bipin Chandra Pal. Okay, so the trio was referred to as a Lal Bal Pal. Another leader known for his bold activism was Arbindo Ghosh. So in this lesson, children, now let me once again tell the explanation of the lesson. This is the second phase of the nationalist movement, and here they are called the assertive nationalists. They are against the British, and they boycotted the British goods and services, and they aroused the political consciousness of the masses. And the mostly these three dynamic leaders, they are the Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and the Bipin Chandra Pal, and we refer them as the Lal Bal. Okay, children, our next topic is scheme of partition and the causes of partition of Bengal. Okay, children, listen the scheme of partition, how partition Bengal was divided. Here, the presidency of Bengal was the most thickly populated province in British India. It comprised Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, Chota Nagpur, and some other remote areas. Okay, children, so it had a huge population and over 80 million people. So on July 20, 1905, Lord Curzon announced the division of the province of Bengal into the following some of the provisions, children. So in your book you underline on July 20, 1905, Lord Curzon announced the division of Bengal. So this date is most important, children. You underline in your textbook. So what are the how he divided the Bengal into two provinces? It is divided into East Bengal and the West Bengal. Listen, children. So here Bengal, which included the western districts, okay, they are the Bihar and Odisha with the population of 54 million. Calcutta was its capital, children. And here East Bengal and Assam, which comprise the eastern districts of Bengal, it is proper, and Assam with the population of 31 million, children. So here Dhaka was the capital of this new province of Eastern Bengal and Assam. So here in the scheme of partition, again I am repeating, it was divided by the Lord Curzon into Eastern Bengal and the Western Bengal. Okay, now we'll discuss the causes of the partition of Bengal. So what are the causes here? Let me explain the causes here. Bengal was the nerve center of the Indian nationalism at the time. So the British sought to stop the rising tide of nationalists by partitioning Bengal, explaining the political purpose behind the partition. Risley, the Home Secretary to the government, said, Bengal united is a power. Bengal divided will pull in several different ways. One of our main objectives is to split up and whereby the weaken a solid body of opponents to overrule. So here the partition is meant to foster division on the basis on religion. East Bengal would be predominantly a Muslim majority state, and West Bengal would have the Hindu majority state. And so again, let me explain about again the causes of the partition of Bengal, children. Here, Bengal was the nerve center of the Indian nationalism at the time. So it was a big center for trading also, children, at the time. So here they divided the Bengal into Eastern Bengal and the Western Bengal. So here the partition of the Bengal, East Bengal would be for the Muslim majority state they divided, and the West Bengal would be Hindu majority state. Okay, here the Indian nationalists clearly saw the design behind the partition and condemned it. They saw that it was a deliberate attempt to divide the Bengalis on religious and territorial grounds and thereby disrupt and weaken nationalism in Bengal. Okay, so here, children, they felt that administrative efficiency could have been better secured by separating Hindi speaking Bihar and the Odia speaking Odisha from the Bengali speaking part of the province. So here, moreover, the manner in which the announcement of partition was made without any regard for the public opinion hurt the sentiments of sense. Okay, children, again let me explain clearly. Listen carefully. So, first, partition of Bengal. So, partition of Bengal was divided by the Lord Curzon. Announced the partition of Bengal on July 20, 1905, and he divided the Bengal into two parts: Eastern Bengal and Assam, and the rest of Bengal. Okay, and what are reasons behind the Bengal here, children? So here, according to the British government, Bengal is a big and it is efficiently administered by the single provincial government. And one more reason, children, here, the British in fact partitioned the Bengal because why they partitioned the Bengal? Because they wanted to stop the rising tide of the nationalism. Okay, this is one of the reason. Second reason, children, to reduce Bengalis to a minority in Bengal. And the third reason is to divide the Hindus and the Muslims. So these are the three reasons that the British want to divide the Bengal into two parts, that is the Eastern Bengal and the Western Bengal. So this is about the partition of the Bengal and the causes of the partition of Bengal. Okay, children, our next topic is the anti-partition movement. Okay, children, the anti-partition movement, here anti means against. Okay, the meaning of anti means against here. So why the people are against the partition of Bengal? So what is their reaction? So in this topic we have to discuss about the anti-partition of movement and the people's reaction. So here the anti-partition movement was started on August 7, 1905, children. So on the day massive demonstration against the partition was organized in the town hall in Kolkata, children. So from this meeting, the delegates dispersed to spread the movement to the rest of the provinces. So here in these meetings they held the eminent leaders like the Surendranath Banerjee and Krishna Kumar Mitra and many other leaders, children. So here the early nationalist and the assertive nationalist cooperated with each other, okay, during the course of the movement. So here the leaders condemned partition through the newspapers like Bengali, Hitabdi and Sanjivani. So underline these three newspapers, children. Through this they spread about the anti-partition throughout the country. So here you have to underline the anti-partition movement date and the year, and through which newspapers they spread about the anti-partition movement. You have to underline the newspapers names also. And now we'll discuss about the people's reaction. How people reacted about the against the partition of Bengal. Listen, children. Here the partition came into effect on October 16, 1905. So underline this also. So here the leaders of this movement declared that day as a national mourning throughout Bengals. It was observed as the day of fasting, children. So that day all the people in the Kolkata did fasting, children, They did hartal in Kolkata, and people walked barefooted, means without slippers, and they took the bath in the Ganga in the early morning hours, children. And the streets of Kolkata is full of cries because they are very sad about the partition of Bengal. Cries of Bande Matram, which became theme song of the national movement. Okay, here Ravindranath Tagore composed the song, children. That is a very very famous Bengali song, that is a Amar Sonar Bangla. It means my golden Bengal, for the occasion, which was sung by the huge crowds parading the streets. And next reaction, children, here the people, so in on the Raksha Bandhan day, they celebrated in a new way, because Hindus and Muslims tied Rakis to each other, raised as a symbol of unbreakable unity of the Bengalis and the two halves of Bengal. So these are the people's reaction about the partition of the Bengal, children. Okay, children, next topic is the impact of the anti-nash partition movement. Okay, listen to the impact of the anti-partition movement here. So here the partition of Bengal along with the anti-partition movement accelerated the nationalist movement by spreading among the general masses. And here the ideas of Swadeshi and boycott, children, born of the popular feelings in 1905, took shape, and it was realized that Swadeshi and boycott was complementary and one would not succeed without the other. Here, so here listen the explanation, children. Here the people lost their faith in the fair play and justice of the British, and here the anti-partition agitation, children, backfired the plans of the Lord Curzon. So these are the impact of the anti-partition movement. And here the partition of Bengal was revoked in 1911. So here a new scheme of partition of Bengal was implemented on linguistic rather on the religious grounds. That is, Hindi, Oriya and Assami speaking areas were separated. These are the speaking areas separated, children, from Bengal, and to form a separate administrative units, children. So here the administrative capital of British India was shifted from Kolkata to Delhi in 1911. So this was the impact of the anti-partition movement. Okay, children, and now listen the next topic, that is the Surat split of 1907. Okay, listen, children. Now the Surat split of 1907. Here the annual session of the Congress in 1907 was held in Surat. So here the Congress session means Congress meeting was held in the Surat, children, in 1907. So there were the difference between the, listen the explanation clearly, children. Surat split of 1907, it will come as a 4 to 5 marks answer. So structure answer, children, here. And you listen here. Congress held the meetings in the 1907. They held the meeting in the Surat, that is the first topic. And here there were differences between the early nationalist and the assertive nationalist on Swadeshi and boycott. So I already said early nationalists are the favor to the British and the assertive nationalists are the against to the British. But in the anti-partition movement, again they came and they joined together to cooperate. Okay, so again there was a tussle between these two groups for the presidentship of the National Congress, children. There is, so the assertive nationalists proposed the name of Lala Lajpat Rai as president of the Surat session, whereas the early nationalists proposed the name of the Raj Bihari Ghosh. Finally the assertive nationalists were expelled from the Congress. So these are the three topics. First, they held the meeting. Second, there was a difference between the early nationalist and assertive nationalist on the on Swadeshi and boycott. And next is there was a tussle between these two groups, and they proposed, early nationalists and assertive nationalists proposed the names, proposed the names of their leaders of Lala Lajpat Rai and the Raj Bihari Ghosh. Finally, the assertive nationalists was expelled from the Congress. Okay, children, on the next topic is the assertive nationalist and the causes for the rise of assertive nationalism. Already I explained in the introduction part about the assertive nationalist. Who are the assertive nationalists? Why they called as a assertive nationalist? I explained in the introduction of the lesson. Now let us discuss about the causes of the rise of assertive nationalists. Okay, children, now listen the causes of the rise of assertive nationalism here. And here the assertive nationalist, the efforts made by the early nationalist leaders expose the true nature of the British rule. So listen that and the failure of the early nationalists to get anything substantial from the British government. So here the younger elements within the Congress realize the fertility of the methods adopted by the early nationalists. Here, the worsening economic conditions of the country caused by the British exploitation policy and the ill treatment meted out to the Indians in the British colonies in other parts of the world, and the contemporary international events like the defeat of Russia by Japan on Asia Power, defeat by Italian forces by the Abyssinians, etc. The repressive measures followed by the Lord Curzon. Okay, children, listen the explanation again here. Causes of the rise of assertive nationalism here. So here let me explain about the first cause, that is the recognition of the true nature of British rule. So here the efforts made by the early nationalist leaders means, listen the explanation children. First I already just read the lesson, read the causes. Now listen the explanation. Recognition of the true nature of British rule. Here the efforts made by the early nationalist leaders through their writings, agitations and petitions to the British government expose the true character of the British rule in India. So here the early nationalists express their ideas by through the written, through the agitations and petitions to the British rule, British government. So this is the true nature of the British rule. And the next cause, let me explain children. One cause is, that is important cause, that is the failure of early nationalists. So here the younger elements within the Congress were dissatisfied with the achievements of the early nationalists. So here they strongly criticize the methods of peaceful constitutional agitation. Okay, and next is worsening of economic conditions. Means here the evil economic consequences of foreign rule was exposed towards the end of the 19th century, and when there was a famine, children, which ravaged India from 1896 to 1900 and took a toll of over 90 lakhs lives, children. And the next cause is one growing unconsciousness among Indians. So here this is also one of the cause, children. So here the nationalist writers and agitators blame the British rule for the poverty of the people. Leaders of this new ideology made all efforts it's developed self-respect and self-confidence among the people. And next one is ill treatment of Indian abroad, children. Here Indians were helped the British to develop their colonies and other parts of the world, children, but everywhere, especially in South Africa, Indians were subjected to racial discrimination. They were denied the right to vote and could not enter the hotels, clubs, buses, and railways coaches reserved for the whites. So this is also one of the cause, children. And next one is growth of education and unemployment. Here the number of educated Indians increased considerably by the close of the 19th century, and here large number of them were employed in the administration on low salaries, and while many others faced unemployed, children. And another one of the important cause is also partition of Bengal. So here the greatest impetus on the assertive nationalist movement came from the Lord Curzon decision to the partition of Bengal in 1905. Okay, so here the reason cried by him for this decision was administrative convenience. Okay, children, and here in your textbook there are 11 causes, children. So here causes of the rise of assertive nationalism, 11 points are there, and here you can select any 5 for right to learn and write it in the exam. So any 5 topics also you can write. So more than 5 marks it will not come in the exam. So out of 11, select any 5 or 4 children for 5 marks. Okay, and with this we completed the causes children, and the next topic is the objectives.